Lucille, that's wonderful to see you again once again.
Hey, Snively, you look terrific. But I'm going to tell Rags you came here. Yeah, it's kind of scary.
I'm not going to do any more hokey voices tonight. I have enough trouble with news now. You know. Lucille, tell us. Now, you were also in Disney. You did one of the Wicked Witches?
No, I did the Wicked Stepsister. Oh, I did Cinderella's sister, Anastasia, her Wicked Stepsister. Oh, you're great. Oh, I'd love to dance. Cinderella.
I knew a girl like that in Brooklyn, as I remember.
Really? That's
How
where
about
she came from.
You were doing a new show now, which is a big hit show, right?
Yes, I'm doing I've been doing Smurfette in the Smurfs. And we're looking forward to a big season.
How long have you been doing this now?
Thank God, our 9th year.
You were just a kid when we did Crusader Rabbit.
Oh, yeah, remember when we got $5 a week? And you and I wondered, who's going to take the money home?
That's one of the reasons I haven't retired this year.
And then it went to 30?
Well, you look wonderful, Lucille.
Well, thank you. Remember the Happy Birthday show?
Oh, I tell you, she did a lot of good things in television. She had one of the worst kid shows I've ever seen in my life. Now, you got to look. Here's the Happy Birthday show. You judge it.
Oh. They're all dressed up in their Dutch costumes, and they're going to do their dances for us tonight. And here they are, the youngsters. There's Dennis and Peggy Pippin and Mary Casassa and Nancy Lindley and Judith Lord. And we're just going to switch over there and see them do their little Dutch dance. Let's go.
What Lucille didn't know was the children in the next studio couldn't hear the music.
I'm sorry about our entertainers. We'll see what we can do about it in a week or so. And I want to get some birthdays.
Let's hear it, Lucille Bliss. Thank you. Thanks, Lucille.
Jack,
And here right now with the help of Bill Sachs and his great band, here are some moments you may remember and perhaps a few you'd like to forget, like that one from 40 Magic Years. Bill, go. Yeah, 40 years ago when KGO-TV was brand new, you didn't come to television to find out what was happening in the world. That was kind of the job of your daily newspaper. And here in San Francisco, we had 4 of them. We had the Call Bulletin, the San Francisco News every afternoon, and we had the Chronicle and the Examiner every morning, and there were also two dailies were over there in Oakland.
And the hottest story of the day was the marriage of love goddess Rita Hayworth to one of the world's richest men, Ali Khan. Missed you that time, Russ.
Yeah.
It was a local angle. The bride had once been a dancer in the chorus at Bimbo's in San Francisco, back when her name was Rita Casino.
God knows I tried.
That's right, you always try.
There was a story that sounds familiar. Downtown merchants, can you imagine, were complaining just because the city wanted to tear up Market Street again.
Can't believe that. And on the financial pages, you can read about America's new minimum wage. It had just been boosted from 40 cents to 70 cents an hour.
Now I want to quote from a newspaper item that appeared in the Examiner, and this was on the day before Channel 7 went on the air. Here it is. KGO-TV has plans for news coverage, but they are delaying the inauguration pending completion of studies, that sound familiar?
Sounds very familiar.
On the best formula for reporting the news and television.
We're still working on it, right? Is that it?
But the man who really came up with the formula for presenting news on television, again, here he is, my buddy, William Winter. This guy's not only a great newsman, he had great courage, because he used to sit there every night and do his news, reading it like in the old days in radio, and he had to come up with a bright, new, intelligent, creative way of presenting it visually. Tell him what you did, Bill.
Creative way. We had a map, and the map was on a beaver board, and the beaver board was on an easel right behind me. Funny thing happened during the Korean War. I had a map of Korea on a beaver board on an easel right behind me. And while I was sitting there looking into the camera doing the news report, one of the floor men walked behind the easel, and he accidentally pushed the thing, and it hit me on top of the head, on the top of the table. I didn't know what happened. I was stunned, really out. When I came to, I noticed there was this map on my head. So I looked into the camera, and I said, "Korea has fallen." I wasn't trying to be clever, you know. She let me get out Korean.
Well, Bill, you've also given us a great way to shut Pete Wilson up. We might try that in the future. Bill, thanks again. But
Thank you,
this guy, William Winter, was just one of a whole group of former Channel 7 News alumni. They got together for a family reunion. It was about 3 weeks ago. And it was exciting as heck for me. It took place during our newscast on May 5th. And for those of you who might have missed it, here are just some of the highlights at that time.
The San Francisco Evening Tannehill.
Back in those days, we went out and shot the story on film. The film then had to be processed and edited before it went on the air.
The bail was denied. Bail denied Patricia Hearst.
Oh, I think she's one of the best. I really like Karna Small. She's very good.
Oh, this is terrible. It's like looking into the rear-view mirror of life now.
Oh, come on. I don't think you've changed a bit.
I don't think you're going to like this story. It's about lending institutions that won't lend money for housing in certain areas. It's called redlining.
It was a San Francisco-bound train where the fire broke out. About 40 people aboard when it caught fire.
What I want to know is who did our hair. Are those the two worst-looking people you ever saw?
You would like to think that as you were younger, at least you were better looking. Not a bit.
And sometimes California's new shared custody law makes it tougher on both parents.
Good evening, San Francisco. This is Ken Matz live by satellite from WMAR-TV Channel 2 in Baltimore, Maryland.
The elevators would shut down. People would have to go out through the stairway.
Hey, I don't look as good as you do.
Well,
let me tell you, except for that silver hair.
The chances could be as high as 50-50 that your next accident is going to be with an uninsured motorist.
I can't believe it. I hear myself.
You look terrific, by the way. And a new mother, we're told, and everything. Lyndall,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Harry Fuller one time sent me out to do a story in San Francisco on the birth of a two-headed goat at the San Francisco Zoo. Do you think I've come far doing a current affair?
Good morning. I'm Valerie Dickerson, sitting in for Jim Corcoran. That fight over control of the college newspaper isn't over yet.
I looked like one of the Supremes, and I sounded like Minnie Mouse.
Adding children disrupts well-established patterns of living, adds new burdens, requires new sacrifices.
I do want to take the opportunity to say hi to all my old friends at KGO-TV and hi to everybody who's listening and watching right now.
I told you there was this guy in San Jose.
You were right, indeed. Wheaties and ketchup? No, never tried that. But Wheaties, of course, is the breakfast of champions. Everybody knows that.
This person is one of the pioneers of television, and he is with us right now. William Winter, who began broadcasting here on Channel 7 in 1958.
Well, the station management wondered whether television was really equipped to broadcast news, because a person would just sit behind a desk and look into the camera and talk.
Roger Grimsby at 7, weeknights on Channel 7.
Good evening, I'm Roger Grimsby. Here now the news. I lasted this long.
Happy birthday, KGO-TV, and thank you to all of you for watching over the years. And thanks for all the great pals that came back today to celebrate.
Something you want to say? And there he is, the man who did last that long, the old grunt, Roger Grimsby. Hey, Roger!